Hello friends, I am Chevy. Welcome to my shed. How are you today? How's life in your world? How's things where you are? I hope it's fantastic. Everything here is great. Trying something. Look, there's no microphone in frame today. I put it over behind you, actually, in an attempt to control the peaking issues. Still there yesterday when I get excited and get close. So I ordered a line level attenuator, which is just a volume knob. It'll be here Friday, so probably next week we'll get to test that and see if I can't make this setup work. Hopefully I can, and it'll just be, then I can make the little box to contain everything and I just set it on the bench and we do our thing. Today I think the finish on the desk is done enough that I can start using it, so I'm trying to figure out a way. I bought this little 3-outlet what is this called? Power strip extension cord. The intention is to put this underneath the desktop so I can plug in. I've got laptop bricks that need to be plugged in and my dock for my phone, my charging dock. And so I wanted to put a power outlet underneath the desk, but I didn't want anything huge. Like I don't need a 10-outlet power strip under there. So I bought this guy hoping that there would be a way to attach it, and there's just not. I don't know what to do. I'm thinking that if I put a couple of cable clamps on, like the little guys that would hold this, then I could probably get away with just a command strip here. I'm also considering maybe filing in a flat spot here where if I drive a screw in at kind of an angle, the screw head would grab. I'm not sure. I would love to know if you have any suggestions. I've also considered taking this case apart and putting some homemade keyhole slots in here, but I don't know what's inside there, and I probably shouldn't risk it. So I'm trying to figure out a way. This is a nice cord that's not too stiff. That was one of the other considerations. A lot of power strips come with those really heavy cords, and this isn't something that's going to be drawing a ton of amps. It's 2 bricks and 3 bricks basically. So I'm ready to use the desk. I just got to figure out how to get this thing stuck under there. Maybe the command strips will do it, and it'll be strong enough, especially since the majority of the weight or the force on this will be held by those cable clamps. I might be just fine with a command strip. And in fact, now that I've said it, I think I'm just going to try that. And if that fails, I can always take it off and try something else. So that's a thing. This project I haven't done anything with yet. I drew plans last night. I don't know that I've ever drawn like a computer plan. This is a really bad one. It's pretty much just me making sure that when I add up the heights of these 3 drawers plus the heights of the dividers plus the top and that the height is where I want it to be. And it looks like I've got it right at 31.5 inches, which is slightly like 1.5 inches higher than I expected. I could take the legs off and sit it on the floor, but I'd rather not do that. So it's perfect, I think. If I can get it to come out close to this, that's fine, right? The main concern is I want to start cutting this all up and putting it together. It's going to just be pocket holes and glue and maybe some biscuits to help with alignment when I do the pocket holes. But I don't need, I needed, where did I put them? I got drawer slides today. So I needed the drawer slides so I could figure out, if the case is this wide, I need to make the drawers this wide. So I'm going to have to sit down with that, with those. What I need to do, I think, is build the case, then take a real world measurement to build the boxes. That's the correct way to do this. And so in order to build the case, I need to make sure that all of this stuff is spaced correctly, and that if I cut these the wrong length, then it doesn't work. So I just need to do that. I need to build the case, and then I can build the drawers to fit. But I need to go get, I think probably a 1x10 that I can rip up and turn into a top would be the way to go. That way I can kind of cut around some of the nasties and make a decent, like 15-inch wide top. It doesn't need to have if it has an overhang, it'll just be for looks, so it doesn't need to have anything crazy going on. And I think it'll be all right. Excited about it. It's going to be a very quick and simple build, all just pocket holes and glue and brad nails, and super easy. I was originally going to make a box and then make some sort of base to sit it on, like a kick plate type base. That way the box could sit against the wall. There would be room for the baseboard, that sort of thing. I don't think I'm going to build it that way. I think I'm just going to use these sides. They'll go all the way to the floor and they'll become the feet. I'll just do like one of those little cutouts at the bottom so it's attractive. I think. I might change my mind and cut them off and put a base on it. I haven't fully decided. Because if I put it back on it, I wasn't really planning on putting it back on it. If I put it back on it, it's probably just going to be, it might literally end up being cardboard, or I might just, brad nail on a piece of 1/4 inch. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. Haven't decided. The main thing I got to figure out is this thing, so that I can start using my desk. So that's the goal for this evening. And I started working on a Disney Lorcana video. So hopefully that'll happen soonish. I think it's going to be a little bit different. And there'll be a lot less goofiness in editing, and it'll just be more talking, but we'll see. I had fun with the goofiness in the editing. It just takes a lot of time. So, what do you got going on this week? Anything exciting? Let me know. I got the kid. We got band practices and softball, so lots of fun stuff going on. Let me know what you're up to in the comments. Thank you for being here as always. Thank you for liking and commenting, subscribing, being amazing friends and wonderful people. I really appreciate you, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Today's word you should know to sound smart is sanctimonious. It is an adjective meaning overbearingly self-righteous and smug, and the perhaps mistaken belief that one's opinion is correct and possessing an air of moral superiority about one's opinion. Not, but I've every reason to not care what happens to him if it only takes some of the sanctimonious conceit out of those pious scallywags. Robert Frost, an American poet. Sanctimonious. S-A-N-C-T-I-M-O-N-I-O-U-S. There's definitely some sanctimonious attitudes in religious groups that drives me away.